Hi everybody, welcome to Kelly's Kitchen. We are making honey garlic chicken, but we are using the honey garlic meatball seasoning for this one. So instead of meatballs, we're going to use some chicken. First thing we did is we took our round steamer and we put a pound of chicken, boneless, skinless chicken breasts in here, and we diced them into quarters. Now I will tell you, there's definitely not enough chicken in there, but that was all I had. So this is what we're going to use. We're going to have more veggies. So that went in the microwave for 4 minutes. Now, if you don't have one of these steamers, you can still make this meal. You can just put it into a frying pan and saute everything in order. So cutting up broccoli, we got a whole head of broccoli. We're going to cut it just a little bit smaller. So what I like to do is cut off the kind of the root that holds it together, and then you get these little pieces. So you're going to have all that. You're going to throw that into that steamer or your frying pan, a little bit of oil. So cook your chicken first and then throw your broccoli in. So the chicken would take a few minutes. Throw your broccoli in to your steamer. We're going to throw that back in the microwave for 1 minute. Now you would just use your frying pan, put a lid on it, and let your broccoli turn a beautiful green. So stick that in the microwave. While that's in there, we are going to finish cutting up our peppers. So I already cut one pepper. It calls for 2 peppers. I wanted to show you how I cut my peppers. I always keep my fingers back so my knife can't cut them. I cut off the bottom. I cut off the top. Then I had this little piece in here. It either pops out or you rip it out. And then you're going to cut up that pepper. I take my pepper, I cut it so that it'll open up, and then I slice out these pieces. Always work with your knife so it's away from you. So it's not going. By doing this, you could slip and then cut. But if you go this way and you slip, you're not going to cut any limb off. I don't know about you, but I've been cut quite a few times by some knives, especially when they're sharp. And a sharp knife makes things work so much better. So hold your fingers back. So the knife is going to go down like this. A wonderful chef taught me this many years ago, and it has been a finger saver. Okay, so just cut your pepper up. I like to cut it in strips. I find that easier. You can cut this into little cubes, little squares if you wanted to put into your frying pan or your steamer. I like strips. I will freeze them in strips and then I will cut them into omelets, or I will use them in fajitas, in our cheeseburger recipe. Find them convenient to be in that shape. Okay, so cut those up into little squares ready to go in your steamer, or again, your frying pan. And with a lid, the lid will hold the juices in and help it cook. It doesn't take very long to cook, just to tenderize it a little bit. I don't mind a raw pepper, or actually raw broccoli for that matter. They don't have to be fully cooked. They still taste wonderful. Okay, so now we're going to throw this pepper into the steamer, I believe. Let's see what my recipe says. It says, so we did the chicken and then add broccoli, and I microwaved it for 1 minute. Now I add the peppers, and then I microwave it for 1 to 2 minutes until the chicken and everything is fully cooked. So your peppers are not going to be super soft. It's just gonna soften them a little bit, and that is how I prefer my peppers. Okay, so let's throw this into the steamer. This recipe certainly is a lot of vegetables, 2 peppers, and a broccoli head. But that's how I like it, to have all my veggies in one dish. So see, the broccoli isn't really cooked. It's just getting tender. Okay, so then put your peppers in there, all of them. And we're going to cook that. I'm going to cook it a good 2 minutes because I want to let everything cook. See how nice the colors are? That is, I love. The more colors in your supper, the more appealing it is. And if it's more appealing, it's more satisfying. Okay, so I'm going to put that in for 2 minutes. Again, if you had a If you had a frying pan, you would just cook it until your vegetables are a little tender. Now what do we do? So after that's all done, we're going to add 3/4 cup of water to our steamer. We're going to add our honey and garlic and half a tablespoon of honey. Half a tablespoon of honey. Yeah, that's what goes in the steamer. And that is a whole dish done. And then it'll go back in the microwave for another 2 minutes until the sauce thickens. And that is that very simple done. Something else I wanted to share with you is pickles. Oh, everybody seems to like pickles. So I found this recipe from Epicure, dill pickle dip, and I thought a lot of you may enjoy it. So you take a cup of sour cream or a cup of Greek yogurt. I chose to do half and half. That way it's a little on the healthy side, but then it still tastes really, really good. So, and I knew I only had half a cup of sour cream in this container, which actually just is good to put. Okay, then you take 2 tablespoons of pickle juice and a tablespoon of our new dilly honey mustard seasoning. Now, I haven't made the dressing with this yet. I will be. And I'll let you know what it tastes like. But I wanted to have this dip tonight with some plain chips because we are having a chicken burger, and I know the kids will enjoy this on the side. So, nice. Mustard, inactive nutritional yeast, dill, onion, garlic, turmeric. It's the dill I smell. Okay, and then you take 2 tablespoons of pickle juice. Now, you can add a little bit of a diced pickle if you want. Entirely up to you. And I'm using to whip that up with. Okay. And then you would just mix it up. And then there is my dill pickle. Dill pickle. I don't have enough room. Dill pickle dip. I'm going to put it in here because I'll have more room to mix it around. Now, just a second because my microwave beeped. And my doggy probably outside barking. Man. All right. So the veggies are starting to cook in there. They smell good. Your chicken is in there. And see how nice and green that broccoli looks like? I just love how that does that broccoli up. Okay, so now we're going to add everything to this. 3/4 cup of water. You're going to add your seasoning package, honey and garlic. I've never really used this for anything else but the meatballs because I absolutely love the honey garlic meatballs. And I've made my own honey garlic sauce, but this is so super easy. That's why we like Epicure, right? Because it takes the hard out of cooking. Also takes the decisions out of it. Like, what are we going to have for supper or whatever? Well, if you've got a few of these items around, you can plan to have 1 or 2 every week, and that will help you in your meal planning. All right, so that's all mixed in there, and we just need to add half a tablespoon of honey, and then we put it back in the microwave. For anyone that doesn't realize, my cooking classes are being moved over to my business page, which I've had for a while, but I'm starting to put them on there because Facebook is not allowing me to post them. I schedule them. Life is busy. Not always here every time on Tuesday at 7:30. So I schedule them out so that you can see them every Tuesday at 7:30 on your replay. So they will be on my Facebook page. I highly recommend, if you want to keep following these cooking classes and tips and tricks, that you follow the Facebook page. I will put a link in my group how to get over there. Or you can just search it. And the awesome thing about the Facebook page is that it is public. So you can share it with anybody and have others learn any of your cooking techniques that they're interested in. Okay, so I'm just going to mix that up. It's so much better having more room. All right, now if you want to, like I said, you can cut up some pickles and put it in, or you can add some more seasoning to it if it's not pickly enough for you. And we're going to have that tonight with these chicken burgers that I'm going to make. in some plain chips to dip in, which I think will go over very well with my children. I don't go to your household, but my children are pickles. Pickle lovers. They absolutely love jars of pickles. Go through this house like crazy. All right, there is my dill pickle dip. It does taste good. I do think it needs a little more pickle juice, maybe. I'll add that to it. Yeah. Okay, everybody, I hope you found today helpful, and I will post pictures of my honey and garlic. Don't forget to join my Facebook page and invite your friends. Thank you. Take care.